Joining us now is Newt Gingrich, former Speaker of the House and Fox News contributor. Newt, has there ever been a less consequential president managing a more incompetent senior leadership in modern American history?
Oh, I don't think there's ever been in all of American history anyone who, in 2 or 3 weeks, has done the amount of damage that Joe Biden has done. This is an astonishing performance. I don't think you and I could have imagined it as a novel. Here's a guy who goes in, takes a totally winnable position, throws it away, positions the Americans so they can't defend themselves, then decides that he really has to owe our enemies, people we fought for 20 years, they're now our allies overnight, and so he has to do what they tell him to do. They instruct him when to leave, and they instruct him, by the way, while keeping $85 billion of American equipment. This whole thing is sending signals around the entire planet that Biden is hopeless, that the United States is out of the game, and it's dangerous because you could imagine China making a grab at Taiwan. You can imagine the North Korean dictatorship deciding to do something. The Iranians have indicated they want to do war games in the Gulf with both China and Russia, which would be very dangerous for us. All these things are going on. You could also imagine Putin deciding to do something very aggressive in Ukraine. This is not just a one-off brief moment in history. This is a man who has broken a sense of respect, a sense of reliability, which we built from Pearl Harbor Day on in December 7th, 1941. So we've had that entire period where the world came to believe the United States kept its word, the United States was powerful, the United States had to be feared, and now we're being led by somebody who looks like a totally scared bunny rabbit in danger of falling asleep. And his performance at Dover may have been the most disrespectful. You know, when Gold Star families attack the president, you know something's really sick.
Yeah, it wasn't political.
That sickness is called Joe Biden.
Yeah, it wasn't political.
No,
it was heartfelt. It was common sense, and it was heartfelt. And we're going to share another story tonight of a mom who's grieving after Joe Biden's incompetence last week. But Newt, I want to play this for you because, again, totally untethered to reality, Joe Biden wants people to believe that we're actually safer because of his incompetence.
As we close 20 years of war and strife and pain and sacrifice, it's time to look to the future, not the past, to a future that's safer, to a future that's more secure.
Newt, did this catastrophic management of this pullout make us positioned to be safer in the future?
I don't think anybody on the planet, except hardline left-wing Democrats, believes that. The fact is, the way this happened makes America much more at risk. You have an open southern border. You have at least 5,000 terrorists who've been released from prison at Bagram. You have all sorts of people flowing across national borders. The Europeans are braced for a huge wave of people coming in. They don't know how many of them will be terrorists. And if you're a terrorist, this is the greatest victory in the long war with the West that you've seen in the last 50 or 60 years. I mean, every young terrorist on the planet is going to think it's, well, let's get out there and kill somebody. Let's get out there and destroy something. And I frankly worry about 9/11 from that perspective. These guys aren't going to sit around and do nothing. They're not going to say, I'm really glad that the Americans left. Now I think I'll be calm and peaceful. They're going to take all that equipment and they're going to send it all over the planet.
Now it's all disabled, Newt.
That's what we don't get.
Yeah, they can't use it at all. It's all disabled. That's what we're led to. I don't believe anything the Biden team is telling us about vetting refugees, about the disabled equipment, about collateral damage of killing all these kids with the drone. I don't believe any of this until it's verified. But Newt, we got to roll because we got to get to your friend.
No administration in American history has lied as blatantly, as openly as the Biden administration. And that's where you start. I mean, if you don't understand, they lie to you all day.
All the time,
every day.
I'm Newt. It's great to see you tonight. Thank you so much.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.